So this is like a $450 upgrade, especially if you bear in mind you need 2 of them, and if you opt for the knuckles as well. But axles are expensive. On a real monster truck, they're like 40 grand a piece, and you need 2 of them. So that's expensive, but will it be worth it? And in this video, we're gonna find out. Oh, just check this out. I wish you could be here in person just to feel the quality of this. Though this is made out of 7075 aluminium, one of the strongest lightweight materials that you can possibly get. It's the same material that aftermarket manufacturers like M2C Racing use to make the toughest chassis available. And this is all machined out of a solid piece of aluminium, or aluminum for you Americans. So I'm kind of thinking that this lot is going to be virtually impossible to break. I'm guessing if you put these on here and give it absolute hell, I can't see breaking them, guys, but I'm going to try. So here's the part number where to get them from. This is the front housing. I've actually got 2 front housings here because we're going to put rear steer onto this, but I still need to get a few other parts. So in this video, we're just going to put these housings on, give it absolute hell, see how strong it is. Then in a future video, we're going to convert it to 4-wheel steering. So subscribe and smash the bell so you don't miss it. And we've also got all the parts coming to build this full-size monster truck. This is the same chassis that Team Gravedigger uses, and we've ordered all the best parts. This is going to be one of the best monster trucks in the world. So yeah, subscribe so you don't miss it. Anyway, enough waffle, let's get it fitted. Check it out, guys. That just broke it clean in half. It's definitely a weak spot where this cover goes on. Look, when you flex it like that, you can actually see that gap opening. It's easier to do with the tyres on, actually. There, look there. Yes, I think what's happening, you hit the wheel and it's just ripping it straight off. And with these new Trill ones, I definitely cannot see that happening. First of all, it's made out of almost indestructible aluminium. And secondly, the diff cover, it actually sits inside the housing. So if you look at it from underneath, look, there's no gap. And compare that to the stock one, look, it's got a gap. You can see the gap there. So I'm almost 100% sure that these are going to be virtually bomb-proof. So in this video, we will see. Oh, so check this out, guys. The bearings that come on the Lossy are these ones here, and these Trill ones actually come with some much bigger ones, so it's going to be a lot more reliable. And now, because we're screwing into metal, we need to add some Loctite, because what that does, it stops the screws from falling out. Then we do the last little bit up by hand, just so we don't over tighten any of these with the electric power tools. Oh! What happened? Alright, I done it wrong and I changed it. I had the wrong side on there, so I put the left-hand side on there now. And I was a little bit confused because I was comparing it to the stock housing, and you see the little steering limit bit here is actually on the front of the housing. On the stock one, it's on the rear. So next, we could go ahead and fit all these stock plastic knuckles back onto the housing, but we've got some metal ones. Check this out, guys. These kingpins that go into the top here, they are much better designed on these Trill housings over stock. On the stock, it's got 2 little grub screws, and that bites onto that little groove there. Trouble is, these screws come loose, these fall out, and you lose them. CCXRC found that one out. So these ones here actually have a thread on the end, so losing them is a lot less likely. Now, you want to leave these here just hand tight. You don't want to lock it up with a wrench. That's going to make the steering knuckle tight. Then it comes with these little grub screws that go in here, the same as the stock ones. But if these come loose, this is still threaded in. So this stock steering arm has actually got a brake in here, but it's got metal inside it as well. I've got spare ones coming, haven't got any yet, so for now, we're just going to chuck that on there. So next, we can put the servo mount back on, but we have some aluminium ones. Boom! Hold on, not boom. Still got to put the sway bars back on. So next, I'm going to bolt the rear one on. I'm going to do it off camera because it's pretty much identical. Alright, took the rear axle off, got it on the bench. The actual housing is the same, front and rear. It's actually only these end pieces here that are different. So if you want to do a rear wheel steer conversion, all you have to do is take this end piece off, this piece here, fit a front C-hub on there. Also, the front shafts are different. They're actually a CVD and these ones are not, so they might work, but you're probably better off just getting some front shafts. And then obviously you're going to need your knuckles as well. And then you need a servo mount, bang it on top, servo on there, sort out all the radio. But guys, that's going to be in a different video. This one here is just going to be normal. In a future video, we're going to convert it to rear steer. I'm still waiting for servo and some other parts. I've just noticed something. Check this out. So these are the bearings that come with the kit. And check it out. The German-made ones, they feel super high quality. A lot of these cheaper kits and stuff, they're going to use cheap Chinese bearings. The quality of this, the fit and the finish, I've just got to give it a 10 out of 10 so far. I've just noticed there's a couple of shims that come with these trill axles. I didn't put them in the front one. There's a little bit of slop in the housing now, so I might take it apart again and put a shim in there. It comes with two shims, so you probably want to assemble it with one first, see how it is, and then maybe take one out and put one more in. But this front one is definitely a bit sloppy. The shim goes on the pinion, into the housing, diff in, and then with that all the way pushed in, we've still got a bit of play, so maybe let's try it with two. Still a little bit there. Alright, so let's get it together and make sure that it's free. Oh, that feels better. That's perfect. So I'm going to have to open this front one up again and add the shims. So next we got these trill aluminium axle extenders for the rear. So I've got another servo mount here. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the rear axle now, because it's easier to do it now with the axle half on than it is when we do the rear steer conversion later on. Boom! Check it out. So next, I'm just going to put my shims in the front diff, get the wheels back on, and then we're going to take it out for a rip. So while I've got this front end apart again, I've just got the shims in there. I'm going to actually turn these pieces round. I know it's going to put that little R side on there upside down, but what it's going to do, it's going to put the steering stops back into the place where they want to be. My reasoning behind it is that when you hit something and the wheels turn, if the stop's on this side, it can go too far and it's going to bind up the drive shaft. And you might end up bending it and breaking it. This way, it's going to hit the stop. It's going to stop it from going that far. Oh, guys, we're on there and ready to try it out. So it's definitely made the truck a little bit heavier, but I think that's a good thing because the weight down low is going to make it more stable. And also, on the real monster trucks, the wheels and axles is actually heavier than the whole rest of it put together, apparently, so I've been told. So this should make it handle even more realistically. Anyway, enough waffle, let's give it a rip. Liposing. I'm going to be interested to see how this handles now it's got all the extra weight on the axles. Oh, tumble up, oh, I'm in safety. Oh, I think it needs a stronger steering servo. That steering does feel not as strong as it used to be. Either the servo's dying, or the extra weight of the axles is slowing it down. And I've just put a bit of tape around the steering arm and it's starting to come apart. Tumble rumble. Should we see how fast it goes? I've got GPS here. $24 so far. Oh. that was 27 mile an hour. Guys, I reckon it's got a lot more in it. That felt so unstable. This steering servo. Oh, what's going on with it? Oh, I think the servo savers fell apart. What? Hold on, it's just come loose. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's better. Let's try again. Reset this jalopy. Oh, 31. So that was on a 3S LiPo, and officially 3S is all it can take. But someone said in the comments, Kev, it can do 4S. So, alright, let's see what happens. Here we go. Is he going to take it, or is it going to explode? Look at that. 4S, baby. Guys, what's going to happen? I'm scared. Are we going to have a fire? Alright, hold on. Best get one of these ready. Alright, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh! That counted it 4 times. Guys, 4S, baby! So it says on the box, look, 2 or 3S LiPo. So guys, running it on 4S is really going to push it. Alright, let's go. Alright, you ready for this? Oh my god! Footage! Oh my god, that's insane! What? Standing backflip? Oh yes! Oh. Oh my god! A complete carnage! Oh. So it's way too wet out there to give it a proper speed run. We've done 31 on 3S. What do you reckon the speed will be on 4S? Do you reckon we can get it to 40 mile an hour? Comment down below. And seeing that it took 4S, I wonder if it can take 6S. We'll do that in a different video. So subscribe and smash the bell so you don't miss it. All right, let's take it out for a proper bash. See if it lasts longer than last time. What do you reckon, Ian? Is it going to last longer? No, we will see. Oh, tumble footage. So that's where it broke last time. We hit that, landed there, and it broke. Dislocated, I just keep on wandering along. Better servo. Got this falling going since then I have been everything. So far, so good. Landing better as well with a heavy weight. Oh. Alright, let's go to the moon. Oh! Did you see that? That was the worst possible landing. If that hasn't killed it, nothing will. Oh! Uh-oh. Oh no, killed the shock. Oh, more bits here. Axles though, they're looking perfect. He's only pulled it off the rod end there, look. Not too bad. Let's screw that back on, maybe a new rod end. We'll be back in action. So, are these axles worth the money? And guys, you got to take into account that I am a full monster truck fanboy. I've liked monster trucks all my life, and I went to Vegas in 2014 to watch the World Finals, and from that moment onwards, I said to myself, I have to get myself one of these trucks. So I got myself a chassis. It's the same chassis that many of the Team Gravedigger trucks use, and I've got all the parts coming, so we're going to build this truck soon. So guys, when it comes to being a monster truck fanboy, I'm probably the biggest one in the world. So for me, these axles are worth every single penny. If you look at the quality of these guys, the machining, the materials that they're made out of, and how strong it makes these trucks. I've gone over these axles with a fine